Hello, welcome to week 62 and Happy New Year. It's a new year. And I thought I would do something a little different after I give you my stats. Because I know a lot of people start their journey at the beginning of the year, whether it's weight loss in general or they schedule their surgery toward the end of the year or beginning of the year, or start some new program in preparation for their surgery. So in addition to giving you my week 62 post-op, I am going to give you all the things I really have relied on post-op. And there's all the usual things that you can find in other videos, so I just am going to try and focus on things that I thought were good for me, in addition to like all the normal things that they tell you to have. So anyway, my week stats, obviously since I got out of the hospital and I am eating again, the weight loss is slowed down. I think it's actually a little bit better than normal because November I actually gained weight for the whole month, and the weeks were just like up and down. So since last week, I am down 1 pound. That means my surgery weight, I'm down 87.4 pounds. And from my highest weight, I'm down 110.4 pounds. So it's a pretty good way to start the new year, I think. So anyway, my must-haves since surgery or for my weight loss journey in general. Everybody generally agrees that you shouldn't have soda, and I actually don't think that is just because of post-op. I mean, there are some like stomach issues, but just in general, everybody's down on the soda, diet soda and regular soda. For the most part, I have cut it out of my life, especially compared to what I had before, which was a Diet Coke every single morning and usually at some point like for lunch or something. And that was even after my lap band that I had in 2009. I still kept the Diet Coke. So now instead of having a Diet Coke in the morning or anytime, I need caffeine. I don't drink coffee. I know a lot of people, it's really popular to do like protein shake as your creamer and with coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, so this has been my saving grace, the Mio Energy. These are my two favorite flavors, black cherry and strawberry pineapple smash. I probably have black cherry the most. But I squirt this into my water bottle every morning, and I'm usually done with it by 9:30 or so. So that's all the caffeine that I have is all within that, from basically 6:30 to 9:30. And part of that is because I have some sleeping issues. I take not Tylenol PM, but whatever Tylenol PM without the Tylenol is called. I take that at night to sleep, and I basically don't drink any caffeine after 10:30 a.m. So Mio Energy has been like my saving grace. And to go along with that, obviously, is a water bottle to keep track of how much water I'm drinking. I unfortunately have another medical issue that sort of goes hand in hand with drinking water. So it's very important that I get my water. That's another reason why I don't have anything else to drink, whether it's a protein shake or juice or diet soda or anything else, is I really need to have my water. I drink about 3 liters a day, and I generally use a Nalgene 32-ounce bottle. I actually left it at work because I haven't been to work since I left in an ambulance. So I don't have the bottle to show you, but I'll put a link along with links to everything else down below. For me, it's just easy to remember. I need to have 3 of these a day, as far as like the Nalgene water bottle, the 32-ounce. So that's kind of a normal thing, but just whatever is easy for you to remember to measure your water. I find it's easier to have the same, container rather than fill up something smaller, like you know, 8-ounce glasses or something, to remember to have 8, or to remember to have 16 ounces, or, you know, whatever you want to have as far as water goes. I have not had a problem drinking water post-op. Well, I mean, I did it at the beginning post-op, but yeah, I like water. And I only use the Mio really for the caffeine. I don't necessarily need the flavoring to drink water. I like water. I don't even like it cold. Isn't that weird? I kind of prefer it to be like room temperature. Okay, next thing that I rely on, that is also part of my morning routine, is my vitamin organizer. Here's today's. So as you can see, I've already done my morning, and actually this is my very early morning, and then this is like my after breakfast, like all my vitamins. I get sick if I have I get nauseous if I have vitamins on an empty stomach. But I like this. I've mentioned this before, that I can take this, put it in my purse, which is what I do every morning. Actually, usually the night before, so I don't forget it. And all of these little things come out. I actually heard about this from Mini-Me in Tennessee. And so if I'm going somewhere, I just take the whole thing, like, you know, traveling or something. And it's been really convenient. At some point, I think I might get a second one, because one of my goals for 2020 is to have a longer beach vacation, which means longer than 7 days. So I will need 2. But it takes about 15 minutes on Sunday, or, you know, whatever day. I usually do it on Sunday, to fill every single little slot with the vitamins and medicine that I need. And it changes from time to time. Like right now, they have me on one of those stomach lining things since the gallbladder surgery. It's the same thing that I had right after right after gastric bypass, I guess, just to build up your stomach lining and whatever else. So I'll eventually not take that in the morning. And I take a lot more vitamins, I think, than like the normal person. I definitely take more than I need. And part of it is, I just like taking supplements just for the heck of it. I don't know if they work. A lot of people think they don't. For my multivitamin, I take 2 Flintstones. I take a collagen on an empty stomach. That's hopefully to help with hair and skin and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if that works. I take a turmeric, a probiotic, an omega-3, a Reds, which I think is good for inflammation, maybe. I take a green tea. I take a biotin, obviously, a vitamin C, an apple cider vinegar pill, just because it's a lot better than taking a shot. If you want to take a shot of apple cider vinegar, go for it. And I think that's it. Oh, and then later, because you're not supposed to take it with everything else, I take a calcium after lunch and a calcium after dinner. And then another collagen, like on my way home on an empty stomach. So I don't know, the collagen is like to be determined if it really helps. I mean, you don't really know until the end. I think my skin basically looks good for being 42 years old. As far as my face, my stomach, and my loose skin, there's nothing you can really take to make that go away. So I don't recommend it for that. I recommend it if you are into skincare, and just supposedly it helps with hair loss. Also to be determined. I don't know, it's not that much money. If like I run out and I don't have it for a week, I'm not sweating it or anything. So next, these are my favorite meal prep containers. The reason I like these, they're glass. I don't like using plastic, mostly because I don't like rebuying things a lot. But I like this because it has 2 compartments, so I can put like a little like cheese wrap here. I could put like a sugar snap peas and hummus or something on this side, just to have something better than, you know, just having everything in a bowl. And I have the Pyrex bowl ones too, but I just like this size because it's sort of already portioned out for you regardless. I mean, you're probably not going to you can't fit like an entire sandwich or something in here, or something that you can't really eat anyway, or don't want to eat. So the next thing on my list, which actually probably is on a lot of people's post-op list, is a scale. So I don't know if this is how they all come, but just make sure whatever one you end up getting, you can see, is it at 0 yet? No, it's nothing's on it. But make sure that when you put a bowl or something on it, that you can then 0 it out, so that you can weigh stuff after you put it in a scale. Next on my list, this is not a requirement, it's just something that I think makes me feel better, and that is pretty plates. I got these at Target. They're Missoni for Target, but they have like lots of little patterns, and they're just like the perfect little size. And they come with coffee cups, which I use for like chili or salad, or whatever else doesn't work well with a plate. And I just think it's so nice to have something nice to eat on. And I'll put a bunch of links to ones that I like down below. Generally, you should look for something called a side plate or an appetizer plate, or a dessert plate. That's about the right size. I think these are 6-inch. And so I put a couple down below. There's 4-inch tapas ones, which are even smaller, and then these, a bunch like similar that are 6 inches. And I just like that I feel like a human being having, a nice meal on a cute little plate. Next, on just sort of, particularly as a woman, like not having to buy clothes so often, one thing that has really been great for me are the Torrid premium leggings. I still wear the same leggings that I did pre-surgery. They are a size 2. They were getting a little tight as a size 2. Probably at the time I was a size 3, but was still squeezing into those size 2s. They're high-waisted. They're not compression, but I feel like they have really stood up like multiple washes and still fit now, and still I feel like kind of still hold me in. And they have just been a lifesaver in not having to buy a ton of clothes, because obviously you can get away with tops a lot longer. Like this top, well, it's not loose, but because it's cotton, it was more stretched out before than it is now. And along the same lines are Celebrity Pink denim. They are in, unfortunately, they're just in juniors and plus size. So you might need to do some buying and returning to figure out what size you are in the juniors part. I'm now in, I can wear the lowest size 14 in the plus size and the 13-15 in juniors. Generally, the plus size is going to be more forgiving, and the junior size will be smaller. So if you're a 16, you probably aren't in the juniors yet. If you are a 12, you're probably a 13-15 in the juniors. But the reason I like them is because they're super cheap. Generally, there's always like some bogus one-day Macy's sale or something, and you can usually get them under $25, and they're really high quality. They're not like really thin like Forever 21 or like some of those fast fashion brands. They feel like real denim. They don't feel like denim colored cloth like jeggings or something. They have all the normal buttons or zippers and pockets and all that kind of stuff. They also have some ones that are like a jean fit but are more canvas, that are colored. I'm just going to put a link to all the Celebrity Pink denim stuff from Macy's down below. I've heard you can also find it at TJ Maxx. I don't really like the hunt. I like to buy what I want to buy when I want it. So you could go to TJ Maxx, and actually that would be like a good opportunity to figure out what size you are. But they have a lot of good stretch. They're high-waisted. You can buy high-waisted ones. I like the high-waisted stretch skinny. And they've just been my favorite jeans throughout this process. And because they are stretch, I can usually wear them for a couple sizes, like 14 or 16, without it like falling off, and then buy another pair because they are so affordable. Next is kind of just like along the same lines of still feeling human, because especially now I'm finding like after another surgery, you know, having to leave the house and, you know, get ready and all those types of things. I'm actually wearing it today. I don't have any powder on. You're probably like, no shit, I can tell. But all I have is this L'Oreal Glotion. I think it's called Lumi Glotion. And it's basically a CC cream that has a little bit of color and shine on it. And that's all I put on. That, and I do lash extensions, and I feel like I'm basically good to go. Finally, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the YouTube channels that have helped me throughout this journey in 2019, and that I will continue watching in 2020. That, of course, is my beloved Mini-Me in Tennessee and Grace Gets Gastric. I'm slowly starting to look at others, but I'm starting to see that a lot of people start off doing it, and now that I'm at a different place, I obviously still need to lose weight. I probably want to lose about 65 more pounds before reaching my goal. But the early, you know, what I eat in a day and post-op videos aren't as applicable to me because I'm no longer just starting out. I kind of like Grace Gets Gastric and Mini-Me in Tennessee because they are on maintenance or doing other things, maybe having a little bit of regain and trying to get back from that. And that is more what I'm into because I'm looking at it for inspiration versus, you know, having lots of questions as far as, you know, what to do post-surgery. I'm really looking forward to Mini-Me in Tennessee because she had 2 channels and now they're together into one channel, and I'm really happy that she did that because, like I said, I like a well-rounded channel that has, you know, hauls and like cleaning videos and day in the life of, sprinkled with you know, post-surgery and health type of stuff, because I'm a well-rounded person, and, you know, I like to read about all those things or watch all of those things. And we also don't want weight loss to be like 100% of how we spend our time, because we can't live like that, and it's kind of just setting yourself up for failure. Because life happens, and, you know, I just think it's cool to, you know, watch people's vacations and how they dealt with weight loss on vacation and with life changes and moving and all of those types of things that we go through. So that is my week 62 post-op, and also the things that really helped me in 2019. As far as my goals for 2020, like I said, I want to lose 65 pounds to get to my goal. I don't know if I'll be able to do that in a year. I guess we'll see. I hope so. If not, it'll be my goal for 2021. My other goal is to pay off some credit card debt, especially because I have basically every item of clothing that I have purchased that has been on a credit card is now not in my house. So it really sucks to be paying off debt for things that I no longer have. Same with like going out to eat and groceries and all those things that I did when I, you know, wasn't making as much as I wanted at the time and was still spending anyway. So those are my goals. Pay off some debt. Read. I think my goal for this year was 30 books. Last year I did 25. I went way over 25. I think I did 29 books. So this year I kept it low at 30. And I'm sure I'll have some more goals along the way. But thank you for being here, and thank you for watching. And I look forward to spending time with you in 2020.